You guys can all see the board, right? So before we go on the ice, we wanted to talk a little bit about some of these numbers. So I'm going to start with this one here. Goals against average. This is NHL goaltenders, 2.5 versus 3.0. What's the difference between those goalies? Yeah, Claire?
I don't know.
You don't know? Miles, what's the difference?
0.5.
0.5, right? Okay? So it's half a goal per game is what they average difference in terms of how many goals they let in, right? The thing about it though is these goalies, 2.5, they get 60 starts a year. They're starting goalies, they start almost every single game. These goalies who let in half a goal more, so that's only 1 goal more every 2 games, they get about 20 starts, okay? Consistency matters, right? So if you think about our teams, Beauview, so this team here, Beauview Team A, this record and these stats are from one of the goalies in this room today, okay? These are actual stats off the Ring at Calgary site right now. The team is 6-6-1 in the regular season, so 6 wins, 6 losses, 1 tie. They're in 8th place. They've scored 61 goals, so they average 4.7 goals, but they've given up 65 goals, so they average 5 against, all right? So if we do the same math, and we say we want this goalie on our Beauview team to reduce their goals against by half a goal a game. So if they take their goals against average down to 4.5, what does that do for their record? Any guesses?
They start more than that, or they.
Well, they're going to play almost every game because you only have 1 goalie on your team, right? But here's what's going to happen. If this team let in half a goal less per game, so that's over 13 games, if they let in only 7 goals less, their new record would be 7-5-1, and they would go from 8th place to 5th place in the standings. That's how much of a difference half a goal makes, okay? So when you guys think about consistency, right? Good goalies, all of these goalies that play in the NHL, they are all really, really good goalies, okay? But great goalies are great because they're consistently great, okay? So consistency is the difference. Consistency drags this number down, and you get consistency by being prepared, okay? So preparation comes from your practice habits, your repetition or your muscle memory, and it comes from your focus, right? Your mental game. So we're always working on practice habits, we're working on the repetition. This stuff here gives you courage when you walk into the room, so you know that you're ready to play. You know you've got the skills, you know you guys can all do it, you know you can make the saves, right? But this part here, this is what we're talking about today. Because the focus piece, the mental piece, right? This is the on switch, okay? So you can have the fastest car in the world sitting in your garage, but if you can't turn it on, you're not going to win many races, okay? It's the same thing for goaltending. If your mental game is weak, if you're not preparing before games, if you're not doing your focus drills, if you're not visualizing, if you're not getting your mind ready, then you have breakdowns, and it doesn't matter how much practicing you're doing, you don't get the results that you want in the game because you have a slow start or you let in 1 bad goal, and that 1 bad goal contributes to this number, okay? All right, so we're going to talk about your on switch right now. So what I need you guys to do is we're going to talk about your mental preparation. So I want you all to close your eyes, okay? I don't know if any of you do any visualization when you're in the room before your games, but we're going to do a touch of visualization right now just so you can see what it should feel like, okay? So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to stop putting on your equipment. I don't care if you're a couple minutes late getting on the ice. I just want you to stay calm, and I want you to imagine that you're at a game, okay? So in this game, I want you to see whoever you're playing next. If you know who you're playing in your next game, imagine that team. See their jerseys, right? See their players. If you know who their players are, start imagining some of their players. Imagine some of their shooters, okay? If you don't know who you're playing next, imagine any team that you've played in the tournament, any team that is your nemesis, the team that you really want to beat, okay? And I want you to start thinking about them, thinking about those opponents. Now I want you to start thinking about yourself, okay? And I want to see you expanding in the net. I want to see you growing in the net. I want you to imagine yourself getting 5% bigger, 10% bigger, and you can see that net behind you start to shrink. Okay? And there's less and less net for the opponent to see and less net for the opponent to shoot on. Okay? Can you guys all see that? Okay? Now I want you to start seeing your saves. See your glove save. What does a glove save look like? What does a perfect glove save look like? How do you track the ring all the way into your hand? Watch it hit your hand, catch that ring, get it down on the ice, and be ready to make your next ring toss. Okay? Not slow. Now see your blocker saves, right? Same thing. I want you to imagine the shot coming. I want you to see the shooter enter the zone. I want you to see the shot come off their stick. And I want you to watch it all the way into your blocker. And I want you to watch that ring go off your blocker into the corner. And then I want to see your recovery. So you recover into that corner so you're square to that ring and you're ready for your next shot. And then you're going to repeat that again and you're going to do it with your butterfly save as well. And once you've gone through all of your saves, now you're going to start imagining plays on the ice, right? Breakaways. I want you to see the breakaway coming. I want you to see the shooter. I want you to see the ring on their stick. And I want you to imagine being patient and waiting for them to make their move before you make your save, right? And then you're going to go on to 3-on-2s. It's a power play against you. They're moving the ring around. So now you're imagining your footwork, right? You're seeing yourself open your hip for that T-push. You're seeing a hard push across. When it's time to shuffle, you're seeing yourself stay square to the ring. And you're moving quickly and you're staying square. And now once you've seen yourself make all those moves and you've seen yourself make those saves, I want you to see yourself getting the win. All right? And I want you to see the crowd and the smiles on the faces, and I want you to feel the energy in the crowd, and I want you to feel that tingling kind of enter you when you get a big win, right? You get that fist pump and you're really, really happy. Okay? Can you guys all see the win? All right? So that is what your visualization should be like. You can see the win, so before you hit the ice, you've already played your game and you're ready to go. All right? Okay, open your eyes. Let's go out and have a wicked practice.